What up, everybody? Welcome to Bizarroville. Couple hours, huh? Tim dropped the podcast. Look, okay, I'm jumping ahead. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Charlie B. Welcome to Bizarroville. It's going down. Tim dropped his little podcast real late, thinking that I guess, Charlie B busy, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Okay, while you was uploading yours, I was uploading mine that's on now. Now, let's get to it, bruh. Tim, you contradict yourself, man, so much. It's ridiculous, man. It's so bad that I can't even really be mad at you. I want to be because I'm petty. I'm petty, bro. Now, I come on here, and y'all know, I know y'all can tell. Charlie B ain't been to church in a minute. I used to go every Sunday with my grandma and my dad. My dad had to pick my grandma up. I was with him. Okay? Now, that was till about 15. So there's some stuff that I done forgot about and things like that. So that's why I be asking y'all, like, is what he just said right? So, my whole point is this. We about to get into just what Charlie B noticed about the podcast tonight. I already dropped one video. It's going to be a quick one tonight because this brother tripping. Let's get it. Let's go, man.
The Lord is going to shift you, and you can't try to use what you've seen in others' lives to dictate your seasons. And what God desires to have a personal relationship with you, and it's going to be like no relationship with any other person. It's just like a fingerprint. Like God wants His relationship with you to be like a fingerprint. You know, like your fingerprint is used to identify who you are. Like anywhere you go, if they take your fingerprint or your fingerprint gets on some type of surface and they run the scan of that fingerprint, there's no other person that's gonna come up with that same fingerprint other than you. Like you're unique, you're special. And
now, allegedly, what I just heard was some side alley preaching, basically telling y'all, I know y'all come over here and y'all watch us. Please don't think y'all watching us is anywhere possible gonna get y'all this, okay? That's what I just heard. Now, right? Now, that's what them back alley preachers allegedly do, to basically say, yeah, I'm balling, but you shouldn't expect to be. I got the Benz, I got the nice car, you living in poverty, but yeah, send me your tools and fuse, you feel me?
God made you in His image. God said, let us make man in our own image, in our own likeness. And God gave you characteristics and qualities like Him to connect you and to draw you back to Him. And He also made you like an individual. He gave you a free will. He gave you the power to be able to decide something in your mind, influence your emotions. He gave you the power to be able to make decisions on your own. And God knew that when He gave you the power to make those decisions on your own, that most of all of us were going to go away from Him. But God put something in us, a void, that nothing else can fill, that only He can fill, that He knew would draw us back to Him. And that's where I stand now. I stand in the presence of Jesus.
If that's what you stand for now, where did you stand before? What would you stand for before, bro? The last 2-3 years, what would you stand for? Foot and mouth syndrome, bro. You be okay. And contradictory, right? Tim, you just spoke all this, how God gives us free will to do what we want, so we can watch what we want, see what we want, view what we want, have our own opinion, right? Well, later on in the video, you about to bust down how should nobody be watching me. Should nobody be watching no channel like me. Should nobody watch anybody who has anything to say about you. Let's go, man.
Told us that we had did as much as we could do. We had laid the foundation, and there was time for someone else to come in and build on that foundation. And we saw things change. We saw miracles happen, like undeniable things. You know, that's why Satan tries to come against our testimony, is because he knows that if people receive this, they will be set free. They will not be able to be stopped. And so you have demonic forces rising up all over the place, trying to scrutinize and come against what we've done.
Tim, I love all this dry sneak dissing you be doing. But you want to know what's funny? You sit up here and call people names. I'm not demonic, bro, by no means. By no means. I don't understand why you feel like if somebody has anything to say about you, they're demonic. They're demons, right? Okay. That makes no sense to me, man. That makes no sense. You just spoke on free will and everything like that. Why can't God give me the right to think how I want to think and just tell the truth? Because I've never told a lie on you, brother. Not one time. You can't come on and say, well, Charlie Beast did. Nope. But my whole thing is this. You talk about you ain't raising no wimps and all this. You always say that. My whole thing is this. How you raising men when you ain't willing to be man enough to call out who you talking about? You always be sitting up here talking about, we got these people and these people and these people. Everybody know who you talking about. Everybody know who you talking about, bro. And it's really messed up that the funny part is everybody sees you grabbing. You grabbing, bro. You grabbing for rope. You grabbing, bro. You ain't the calm, plain, cool dude you used to be anymore. Nah. It's like every 3 or 4 shows, Satan or somebody's coming against you. I'm not none of that. This is a brother on here trying to have some fun. And I don't even talk about you. You talk about yourself. I just tell everybody what you talk about. And they be like, Tim did say that, didn't he? So let's get back at it, Mr. You Know Everything, man.
Ministry looks a whole lot different. But it's like back when we were ministering in the city, because I felt bad about it. Like when we first moved down here, and because I was so used to being like in the community, boots on the ground, on the front line, standing face to face with demons, casting out demons, laying hands on the sick, raising the dead. You know?
So now we know why going against Tim is blasphemy. He could raise the dead, Joe. He's Jesus. The only person I know to do that. Oh, this is Bible study. I remember this one. Jesus raised the dead 3 times. That I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. Y'all come on comments, because I know y'all gonna butcher me if I'm wrong. But if I remember right, that's Bible study, Tim. Jesus raised the dead, bro. Not man. You, ooh, boy. Somebody in my comments said when it rains, it's gonna come down hard, and it's gonna be right on your head, bro.
Family without eating, because we will be leading so many teams out into neighborhoods, prayer walking, and maybe I can find, like, I know y'all have seen pictures and stuff like that, but maybe I can find like pictures and a few video clips that I can put in right here. But we would go all day without eating, and one of the people in our ministry actually found out about it, and she started feeding us. So it's a beautiful thing. And actually, this same lady that started feeding us, because she found out we weren't eating, not because we didn't have food, but because we just didn't have time. You know what I'm saying? We were dedicating all our time to like prayer walking and ministering to people and giving away food, giving away clothes, praying for people, leading different teams out. She found out about that, and she started feeding us, giving us meals. You know, every time she would cook, she would bring us a plate, and it was just a beautiful thing. And
we had this conversation yesterday. Isn't it always a beautiful thing to Tim when he getting free food that Megan ain't cooking? I'm sorry, Meg. Let's go, man.
She started feeding us. Somebody actually got killed next door to her house. And so when that person got killed next door to her house, she was just all distraught. She called me and she was asking for prayer. And it's like, we don't just pray. Like, we pray and then we do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And so, she was living next door to this house, and it was an abandoned house, and people were doing drugs in there and all that type of stuff. Somebody got killed. And so what happened is, I prayed about it. We prayed about it. And she still don't know about this to this day. But we went and we bought the house. Megan and I bought the house. Like, we literally bought the house, obtained the deed. I'm not sure if we got any video of that when we gave her the deed or not, but we met up at our prayer meeting that Thursday at one of our properties in the city, and we gave her the deed to that house. And so literally, she went from being distraught about the house and about somebody being murdered. Like, they heard the gunshots. Like, her kids woke up, like, when the gunshots happened, and they found out the next day that somebody got murdered over there. It was still, like, blood on the floor of the house. Because I remember going in there, and once we purchased it and gave it to her, we didn't even tell her that we purchased it. We just like, had the, and we were like, here. You know what I'm saying? We didn't tell her any of the details. We just gave it to her. You know what I'm saying? Outright. And, yeah, because it was kind of weird when we bought the property. The people that we bought the property from, a real estate company, they were asking, like, you know, what name do you want on there? Like, what's your name? We were like, put this name on there. Because we got her name put on the deed right away. And it was...
Okay, Tim, you really funny. You tried to get that one off. The pictures you showed was of Miss Jackson. Everybody knows that Charlie B was the first one to show you Miss Jackson on here, showing you how you ripped her off. So let's get this straight. How you met Miss Jackson was you was prayer walking, and she started making y'all food because you shouldn't be saying this, but you with your children was out there and y'all wasn't eating because you was just preaching the word so hard that y'all wasn't even eating, and Miss Jackson started making y'all meals. And then Miss Jackson had a death next door, and you thought it'd be nice to buy the house for her that somebody died in, and then show it on TV, on YouTube, and then, how can I put this? Not even say her name. Now, you're doing a podcast, bro, right? Now, my whole point is this. Isn't this her testimony about how y'all bought her that house? Y'all clearly know her. She's been to the farm. You said you wouldn't even have a farm without her. So, technically, let's just keep it 100. Allegedly, we're supposed to believe that Miss Jackson was all distraught and everything. This is a little old lady that was feeding you. And then you bought her a house, and then she bought you a farm. She bought you the whole farm. Why can't Miss Jackson just buy the house herself? That's what I'm saying, man. If it's a podcast, it would have been great to have her on here and talk about this, not you. So let's get it. Let's go, man.
The Lord had to teach me. He had to discipline me to understand that back then I was ministering to, 20, 30, 100 people. You know what I'm saying? But now, every time I pick up this camera, I'm ministering to 50 or 60,000 people at a time. And literally each month, we have an opportunity to affect the lives of millions of people. Like 2 million people watch our videos every month, like according to our analytics. And so, some watch our videos out of negative intent so they can try to go make some monetary gain for themselves and make videos. And, I hopefully y'all aren't being distracted by that stuff. Like, only a person who wants to believe something negative can watch that stuff. It's like, hopefully y'all aren't watching that stuff. But
okay, Tim, I get it. You don't want to be like Reverend Allen. Ain't nobody say you ain't got no church. Your church is YouTube. Never heard of it before in my life, bro. But okay. Okay, now I've heard many pastors put their church and their union on TV, but I've never heard of, I'm just flat out the YouTube minister. You see church on TV, Tim. Where's the congregation? Where's your deacons? Oh, them the boys. I forgot. That's all I got on this podcast tonight, man. This is all I got on it, man. Because it's messed up. He wants to preach to you and in the same breath tell you how people are demons and we're just, I don't know what we're supposed to be. But the whole point is, he sits up here and tries to explain how he's good. He's great. They have all this and it's about abundance. But in the same breath, he'll put somebody down. And then y'all will come here and be like, oh, a black man putting another black man down. I'm just telling you what Tim say. Tim calling me a demon. What? But I ain't supposed to say nothing about that. I ain't supposed to care. Because he a man of God. He called me a demon. I'm just supposed to be cool with it. Nah. Okay. All right. Charlie be out for the second time, man. Y'all be easy.